I hope you're doing well. It is a bit of a grim day here. I feel like I'm saying that in every video at the moment. But anyway, I've got a massive great light there glaring in my face to try and brighten the place up. Outside is pretty revolting. I'm meant to be doing a 2-hour base ride today. But I don't know if I might just jump on Zwift again. I'm really trying to stick to my training at the moment because I've got some big goals later this year. So I will be doing that 2-hour ride come rain or shine. Possibly I'll just go and get wet. Anyway, whatever, I digress. What I'm actually doing today is I wanted to show you my new flat bar gravel bike setup. I was sent this Marin Headlands flat bar gravel bike. This is the DSX2. I was sent this a while ago, but it came set up as per the standard specs, so Shimano everything. And obviously as I ride for Zip and SRAM, I immediately wanted to swap all that out. So I'll talk you through what I've done to it, show you all the new cool bits and bobs that I've put on it, and then hopefully we'll go out for a bit of a shred, although that might not be today. I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't really know where to stand because I did one of these bike things before and I got some comments of people saying, why is she standing in front of the bike the whole time? It's because it's my video and I'm making a video, so that's why I'm in it. So apologies about standing in the front of my video. But anyway, I'll try and get out a shot a little bit. Here is the Marin DSX2. It's one of two bikes in this range by Marin. It is the higher end one, but having said that, it's still quite a bargain because this retails at £1,095. It is an aluminium frame, but incredibly lightweight. I didn't realise quite how lightweight until I took off the standard wheels that it came with because they are kind of hefty. The bike's got internal cabling routing, so you've got cabling down through the fork, down through the frame, so it looks pretty clean. It's got a lot of room for tyre clearance. I don't know how big a tyre you can put on there, but it's pretty decent. It's got standard through axles, but what's interesting is obviously it is set up to run a 12-speed cassette on the back. Originally this came with a perfectly fine but pretty heavy 12-speed cassette, and they are heavy if they are not top of the range because it's a hell of a lot of metal. But I've got here what people call the oil slick SRAM Eagle 12-speed cassette. Now that is 10 to 50 teeth, so you've got a wide range of gearing. Obviously there's a bit of jump between gears, but it doesn't matter so much when you're on a gravel bike as opposed to a road bike. I've also got the matching oil slick or rainbow or unicorn, as I like to call it sometimes, chain from SRAM, and that makes it look super duper lovely. Here I've switched to the SRAM NX Eagle derailleur, and obviously I've got the trigger up the front on the handlebars. I have got the NX crank set here, and I've got a 38 tooth Eagle SRAM chainring. I find that with a 10 to 50 on the back and a 38 at the front, I have pretty good range of gearing for my own personal needs. Obviously, it depends on how hard you like to push, whether you're a bit of a spinner or a bit of a grinder. I like to push pretty hard. I'm not very good at high cadence stuff, so this suits me just fine. My calipers are these SRAM Force little jobbies. I've switched the seat post to a SRAM SL70 aluminium seat post. I actually quite like the carbon seat post because it gives you a bit of flex, but I've got that in my posher gravel bike, so sticking with the aluminium one here, and it seems just fine. Up here I have got a Brooks C15 saddle. It is a vegan saddle made of rubber underneath with this fabric top bit. The thing with Brooks saddles is they're really comfortable, but the leather ones take a very long time to break in. Once they're broken in, they're amazing. But with the vegan range of Brooks saddles, you don't have that long breaking in period. They're just good to go. I've also got the matching Brooks grips at the top here. These again are rubber with the kind of fabric top on them. I've not ridden these for long, so I can't really say what they're like, but they look nice and they match my saddle, so all good so far. I've stuck with the original bar and stem. There's nothing wrong with those. I don't feel the need to change them. Can't remember how wide these bars are. Pretty sure I told you in the other video I did about this bike, so perhaps you can have a look at that. And up the front I have got the SRAM level levers, and I have got the SRAM NX trigger as I mentioned earlier on. Moving on to the wheels, I don't know if you've seen my other videos, but I have got carbon Zip 303s on my other gravel bike. That's kind of like my race bike, my fast bike. This bike I intend to be doing a bit more kind of casual stuff. I didn't want carbon wheels on it. I just didn't want it quite as fancy. I wanted it a bit more sort of jump on and go. Not that you can't jump on and go on the other bike. This bike I intend to do a little bit of bike packing with my daughter. I wouldn't say it's less performance oriented because obviously it can perform really well, but for me this is a bit more of a laid back jump on and go for a razz kind of bike, as opposed to my race bike, which is all super duper fancy and electronic shifting. So I've gone for aluminium wheels from Zip. These, the Zip 30 course, are still incredibly light, and I was just absolutely amazed when I picked this bike up after rebuilding it with all the new parts that I've got sent. Zip very kindly set this up with their own Zip tubeless tyres, which was so nice of them, but I'm going to have to immediately take them off and put on my favourite WTB Radlers, because these are the best, and I'm sponsored by WTB. These are 44 wide, and I just really like the tread pattern. I like the grip and suppleness. They just feel really good, and once I get used to something I just want to use it all the time. I'm not one for chopping and changing, so I will have these on my race bike and I will have them on this bike. One thing I haven't mentioned actually earlier when I was telling you about the crank is this is a 170mm crank. The bike comes spec'd with 175mm crank, and with the bottom bracket height and with the kind of terrain that you're riding a gravel bike on, oh, my daughter's just turned up. You're going to want a slightly shorter crank in my opinion, so I have put a 170mm crank on. I'm going to have to stop for a minute because they just turned up and I want to go say hi. Back in a sec. Well, I think I'm done here. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you've enjoyed having a look at the new setup. Let me know what your thoughts are on flat bar gravel bikes. Do you like the idea? Have you got one? Have you got any questions about mine? The eagle-eyed amongst you might have spotted that I've only got one grip on there. I am going to put the other grip on there. I actually had to go for a ride with it with just the one because I forgot to put it back on after switching over the levers, and then I bunged it in the car to go for a ride along the seafront with my daughter, and I got there and I was like, something's missing. So I'm going to put the Brooks grip back on, of course, and then we will go for a proper shred. I will film that, make a nicer video than I could possibly do today because it is grim outside. But I hope you're keeping well. Thanks for watching. Give me a like and a thumbs up or a subscribe, or what is it I'm wanting? A subscribe. Subscribe to my channel, please. If you like the video, that would mean the world to me, and it's such an easy thing for you to do. So yeah, see you later. Bye.